my experience working with Brian, so other people can benefit from it as well. I think the main points I want to discuss that could probably be beneficial from you is where I went from to where I went to, and like probably the most important things that I've learned, and what was the most valuable for me. In terms of the most valuable things for me, it was literally just having a mentor that actually knew what he was doing, right? Because I've tried different things in the past, which was good, but what got me to, let's say, 5K a month is different from what got me to 10K a month, which is a good part of Brian's help, right? That was one, you know, having more conviction and confidence inside of the calls while still asking the right questions and not just telling, but actually asking questions to getting beneficial answers. So you help the prospects realize where they're at and why they need to change, and with urgency as well. Then also, I would say having the decision tree, right, that he works with is absolutely a banger. And that's something that I've learned to tailor within myself. Also, just a lot of other things, personal growths and so forth, that have been very beneficial for me. But that decision tree specifically is still something that I'm working on. Is something that, you always want to improve and get better at with reviewing your own calls and so forth. But I started implementing that pretty fast. And when I started doing that, I did see changes with efficiency of my calls and people thanking me more at the end of the call, and buying more, less objections. And when I got objections, which is one of my biggest challenges, still getting over those basically, right? So that's that. The most valuable things in terms of where from where I went to where I've gone. I don't want to share specific numbers just because of my offer and so forth. But I went from something close to 5,000 a month to doubling that. And this is me telling the truth and without like over over telling stuff like some people could do. Five Going from 5 to 10 is a big step, right? It's not something that's just easy when it comes to your skill set. It's closing more deals of the people you're actually speaking with. At the same time, I've been traveling. At the same time, I've had other life commitments. I typically take five, maximum six calls a day, sometimes even four, because I also have my personal life commitments. Like I want to learn the Quran. I have different things that I take care of as well, basically. So while doing those things, I managed to get to 10K on a monthly basis and pretty consistently the last 3 months. Um, and now the next step is up to 15. From that, what was the other point? Yeah, I had also some skepticism. This is probably beneficial for you guys to know. My skepticism was when I started with Ryan, he was a little bit, he wasn't the biggest, but he had helped a good amount of people and worked with pretty credible people. But he hadn't coached a lot of people. And you see a lot of other coaching programs where they've coached a lot of other people and they've coached a lot of people in general. That was a little bit of a skepticism, but I'm glad I got over that. And when I got over that as well, I've just got the fruits of the labor. I'm actually very happy I did it because he had more time for me. One, it was more like genuine and so forth, and more time with Brian and learning the ropes and being having access to him, even though he's a busy guy, obviously. Uh, and not being a too crowded place was pretty good as well, which I appreciated. So that, and yeah, I think that's mainly it from my side. You can always shoot me a DM, ask me any questions if you'd like, and yeah, let's all get after it.